I fight for my family, I fight for my city, my culture. I fight for my daughter who saved my life.
When you did return to TNA, did you ever think basically a year later you'd be main eventing for the world title?
I didn't think it would happen the way it's happened. Like, I decided to take a bet on myself.
Joe and Trick, they had their rematch already in the books, and the fans made it known that they wanted Mike Santana in there as well.
I'm not on this journey alone. I'm taking everybody with me.
I saw you did Subway Mania too.
So imagine you're chilling, sitting on the train, and you see a mob of people.
Homicide, you got to take part in his last match.
That meant everything to me.
You think we might here get ready to fly?
If that happens, you already know where my mind is. I'm not stepping in the ring at Slammiversary with Trick and with Joe. They're stepping in the ring with me. Y'all not ready. I'll see y'all Sunday.
Rewind, recap, relive. Woo! That's what the world is watching.
What's up, guys? R3 Jonah here, and I'm so proud to be sitting with a fellow New Yorker who's about to head into TNA's biggest event ever, Slammiversary, against Trick Williams and Joe Hendry in the main event. He's the realist, he's the standard, the heart and soul of TNA, Mike Santana. How you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Thank you for taking the time. I know it's been such a busy week.
Yep.
And being a New York native like you are, how are you spending your remaining days heading into this huge event?
I'm spending them busy. Like, I've been nonstop for the past 2 weeks. I had 10 days in Puerto Rico with my family, and then I flew straight from Puerto Rico to NXT, and it's been nonstop since that. Yeah, so here I am. I've had a long week. It was Monday, I flew to Orlando. Tuesday, I was at NXT. Yesterday morning, I flew back straight into a full day of media, and I'm here today. So.
And I'm so happy that you are. But no, that sounds crazy. And I saw you did Subway Mania too. And
yeah.
We've seen like other TNA stars. We even saw Carlos Silva do Subway Mania. But for you, growing up riding those trains, that must hit different.
100%, 100%. I mean, I still take the train from time to time, especially like I don't like driving into the city.
Yeah.
And
I get that.
But it was definitely like a cool, moment, and it was fun. Like, it's crazy how Tim, who runs Subway Mania, he like gets all these people together, and it's like a mob. It's like a flash mob. So imagine you're chilling, sitting on the train, going about your day, coming out of work or going home, and you see a mob of people and people dressed up, and it's like, but that's New York, right?
No, exactly. And I'm sure nobody even reacts. Most of the people
react,
right?
There was a few people that were like, all right, well, here we are. It's like when you hear Showtime.
Right, exactly. Yeah, the same thing. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But, back to Slammiversary, it's cool because Joe and Trick, they had their rematch already in the books, and the fans made it known that they wanted Mike Santana in there as well, and it became official. So how does that feel to you, being the heart and soul of TNA and having all this admiration from the fans?
It feels great, man. Like, it just shows that the hard work that I've been putting in and the dedication that I've given to, become who I said I was going to become, it's paying off, that the fans are really connected to what I'm doing. It means the world to me, man, because as you know, like, I decided to take a bet on myself, and, with any gamble, it could work or it could not work, right?
Yeah.
So, but that was a gamble I was willing to take on myself, because I have, if I'm going to trust anybody, it's going to be me, right? Yeah. And thankfully, everything has been paying off, and the fans are really connected to what I'm doing, and it's been great, man. Like, I've said that I'm not on this journey alone.
Right.
I'm taking everybody with me.
Yes.
And it's been crazy, and the fact that like the match got announced, and everybody was just like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, like they clamored, and it was a good feeling. Like, it's funny, I was backstage when the match got officially announced and put online, and then one of the production guys came to me and was like, yo, have you looked online lately? And I'm like, no, I'm at work. I'm not like
when I'm at phone.
When I'm at work, I'm just focused on whatever I'm doing. And he brings me his phone, and he's like, look at this, and it's just insane, overwhelming, and it was pretty awesome.
That's wild. And it's so cool, I think, too, another piece of you is that you're able to give it back in your entrance.
Absolutely.
When you come through the crowd. Those are all the people you're bringing with you to this main event. How did that start, coming through the crowd?
So if you remember when I was doing LAX, like, we would come out the crowd. We had our own entranceway, and we would always come out the crowd. And what better way to get that raw energy, right?
Yeah.
Like before going in the ring. So when I came back, I wanted to pretty much give tribute to that, to how, you know, like my presentation, how it was when I was first at TNA. And that's pretty much what it was. Also, like you said, me carrying the people with me and bringing that energy into the ring. And I love feeding off of the energy in the crowd before I get in the ring, because it's like I'm at the highest, you know, possible adrenaline, and it's awesome. So
I can't imagine the hype that comes from you entering the crowd like that.
Oh, it's insane.
And unpredictability, you never know who you're going to walk by, right? All these people, like, it's always probably a different reaction.
But I think people like, I guess I have this reputation of like, I'll probably punch you in the face,
right.
so
they don't try anything.
Come correct, you know what I mean?
Well, when you did return, so about a year ago at Rebellion to TNA,
Yeah.
they did an awesome documentary, like
Yes.
really beautiful, about your journey, what you're fighting for, how you never forget where you came for.
Yeah.
Did you ever think at that point in 2024 that basically a year later you'd be main eventing for the world title?
I didn't think it would happen the way it's happened, but I knew that was the ultimate goal, right?
Yeah.
I came back to TNA with a mission and a purpose, and that was to be at the top and to be world champion. So I had already had that in my mind, but I didn't care how long it was going to take.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make it happen for myself. But yeah, that seed was already planted, like right then and there, you know. The fact that it's happened like this and this quick, just a testament to the work, right?
Exactly,
So,
and organically too.
and
which is
organically,
so cool to
yes.
see.
It wasn't forced. It wasn't. That's one thing that like I'm thankful for too, is that like everything has been very grassroots and very organic, and that's always the best, right? When you could like really get behind someone that like you could relate to and you could see yourself in. Is, I mean, what more can you ask for?
No, exactly. And if you could explain or put into words, what are you fighting for in this main event? Because it's a lot more than just yourself, obviously.
Yeah, I'm fighting, man, aside from TNA and wanting to bring the title back home to TNA where it belongs, there's just so many things. I'm fighting for that little kid that I spent my life trying to protect, you know, which was myself. And I fight for my daughter, of course, who saved my life and who is the reason why I'm here today, you know. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have, you know, probably wouldn't have gone to rehab and changed my life and gotten clean and any of those things. So I fight for her, I fight for my family, I fight for my city, my culture. Yeah, man, there's plenty of things I fight for, and I think that's what separates me from the other two guys in the match, is that there's just so much more that I'm fighting for and so much fire that I'm bringing that, like, they better be bringing that same fire. I said this yesterday in an interview. I was like, I'm not stepping in the ring at Slammiversary with Trick and with Joe. They're stepping in the ring with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. No, turn it around on them. Your daughter is so important to you. That story that you just mentioned a little bit of how she saved your life, I love it so much. Has she given you any specific, you know, words of, not advice, but encouragement maybe heading into this main event? Is she really excited to see this?
Yeah, she's definitely excited. You know, she saw me wrestle at UBS before, but it was, you know, in whatever match or whatever. But for her to see me go from that to now in the main event, right? It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And she gets it. And what's funny too is that she's like, oh, that's the same building you took me to see Disney on Ice in. So she's super excited about that. But
that's awesome. This might be a bit more violent. Right?
Oh yeah,
Disney on
100%,
Ice.
100%, yeah. But yeah, man, I think it's her excitement is what's got me motivated and excited.
No, totally. You and Joe and Trick signed that contract at Great American Bash, and it got pretty, you know, violent, hectic. You guys put Trick to the table. You and Joe don't agree on a lot, but it seems like the one thing you do agree on is that Trick cannot walk out as TNA champion.
I think I've said it before. I respect Joe for what he's done and where he's gotten himself to, and also how he's represented TNA.
Yeah.
Right. You have to respect it, especially for me. You know, like people say, I'm the heart and soul of TNA. I'm the standard. Like I have to protect someone who fights for that, right? And I think that's about the only thing that we agree on, you know, and yeah. But
too much history.
I think and I think for that, like stepping in the ring on Sunday, all that goes out the window. Like I'm tunnel vision that day, you know, and yeah.
You had the chance to get that title back to Team TNA, but there were some turncoats in first class, AJ and
unfortunately,
and Casey.
Yeah.
Why do you think they aligned themselves with Shrek?
Clout chasers, bro. Clout chasers are gonna do what they do, right?
Yeah.
And I just feel like I've been trying to get to Casey. I've known Casey a long time. He's someone that I've tried to mentor and whatever, but you know, people got to find their own way sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to make some mistakes to learn from them, and I think that's where he's at. But
you can't help them all.
yeah, exactly. But you know, AJ got what came to him. Right?
He did. That was an incredible match. I thought that was pay-per-view worthy.
Thank you.
That
Thank
match.
you.
Yeah, with AJ Francis. You know, he hit you with a move in that match that, you know, is synonymous with TNA. And I've heard you say that a dream match of yours is AJ Styles in a TNA ring.
Yes.
A lot of rumors circulating that we might see AJ Styles appear at Slammiversary. How does that make you feel?
Excited.
Excited.
And driven.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, I've had a great career, thankfully, and I've been blessed to have worked with so many people, and especially people that I grew up watching, and even guys I used to play with their action figures. You know,
Yeah.
I've been
That's awesome.
blessed with the opportunity to work with a lot of them. And I don't have many dream matches, but that is the one dream match that I do have. Yeah.
You think we might hear Get Ready to Fly one more time?
Listen, if that happens, then you already know where my mind is going to be.
Exactly, that's going forward. Yeah,
Yeah.
World Championship match, AJ Styles,
Yeah.
Santana. That'd be awesome. One match that was on pay-per-view was the false contender where you had with Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
That was such a brutal match. Did you know a lot of people are really calling that their favorite match of 2025? Yeah.
No, I didn't
I've
know
seen
that.
a lot of that. Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, it was a tough one for sure. Mustafa Ali, he's someone that I didn't expect to have so much chemistry with in the ring, and unfortunately, like he had to, like you know, he was smart, because I feel like, me knowing him now, he wanted the very best and the very most intense version of me, and he knew how to get it.
Yeah.
You know, and he got that. So good on him. But yeah, man, like we told a insane story, and a lot of it was a lot of truths, and great matches came out of it.
So much. That end shot in that match of you sitting up, smiling, bleeding.
Oh yeah.
It's so great.
It's insane. I was looking directly at my daughter in the front row.
You were? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Because I was facing the hard cam, and I smiled to show her that I was okay.
Okay.
So I'm looking dead at her, and like there's a part in the video where you see me look at her and I nod, and I'm like, I'm okay, and she's like, okay.
That's
Good.
great.
Yeah.
That's such a cool, like, behind the scenes. I want to go into some TNA history here. So you mentioned LAX earlier. You're a 4-time tag team champion, and combined reigns are the longest in company history.
Yeah.
So how has it been going from tag team for most of your career to now solo on this adventure?
It's been great. It's been a great learning experience, and I've embraced all the struggles and all the challenges that have come my way. I feel like I'm the type that I like to be challenged, and I want to grow as a professional wrestler. And the way to do that is to do things that you're not comfortable with, right? But I knew that it was something that needed to be done for my career, and it's showing now, right? So thankfully, but honestly, like, wrestling has been part of my life forever. So I do my homework, and I do what I need to do to get to where I want to get to. So, I trained my ass off, and yeah.
And the rewards, they're coming your way.
Yeah.
One person I want to ask you about that you got to work with in LAX, but then also recently, who I know means the world to you, is the Notorious 187.
Yes.
Homicide. You got
Yes.
to take part in his last match recently.
Crazy.
What did that mean to you?
That meant everything to me. That man has known me since I was a little kid, and getting to be mentored by him for so long, you know, since pretty much the beginning of my career, and him to see me grow as a man and as a father and as a performer, and also do what he's done as far as like take the reins and carry the ball of New York City on my back, and you know, be that guy. It meant a lot, man. And for him to pass that torch to me was everything, you know, because all I've wanted to do in my career was represent where I come from, and you know, I've done that. And for him to say like, you're the guy, you're the king of New York, yeah. So that meant a whole lot. And it's funny because I had fought him at Bloodsport in Brooklyn, and I told myself, that's my very last match against Homicide. I don't want, like, that's it. I want it to be, you know, at the highest possible, whatever. And he called me and he's like, yo, I'm having my last match and you need to be there. And what am I gonna say? Yeah, right? Like, am I gonna say no?
No, actually, Homicide.
Yeah, like, I was like, I don't know. And he's like, bro, I need you there. And when the big man calls, you answer.
You answer, yeah. I mean, it, again, just such a cool, beautiful thing you're able to do in your career.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll ever see Homicide maybe go into the TNA Hall of Fame for the work he's done there?
I would love that, and I would love to be the guy to induct him for sure. I think he deserves it. He's had such a tenured career, and yeah, you know, he did such amazing things. Like, go back and look at his matches, like insane matches. And yeah, I would definitely push for that.
Well, before we wind it down, I want to ask you about one move in your arsenal. I loved doing the backstory on the rolling buck 50.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that? Where does the name come from?
So the name, buck 50, is like a jail term and a street term for, it's so terrible. It's so violent. So in jail, when somebody gets their face cut, it's called a buck 50.
Okay.
And you know, I've always like named a lot of my crazy moves after crazy street stuff, right?
Spinning the block.
Spin the block, right? Street sweeper.
Yeah.
But the rolling buck 50, the rolling cutter or whatever, it was something I used to do when I was in a tag team. Okay. And I was like, well, I could still do this as a singles wrestler, so.
So why not just bring it forward? Yeah. I love that backstory of the name. I did not know that. But now all you know that. Well, like I said, this weekend, Sunday, July 20th, biggest event in TNA history, Slammiversary. If you could look in the camera and say one thing to Trick Williams, one thing to Joe Hendry, what would it be?
Y'all not ready. Y'all can say that y'all ready. Y'all can feel ready, but y'all not. Y'all not ready. I'll see y'all Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rewind, recap, relive. Woo! That's what the world is watching.